If you guys have been watching this channel for any length of time, you know that I don't buy 68 Camaros. But when I saw this car listed online and that had been sitting in a garage for over 40 years, I had to figure out if I'm gonna make the best decision I've made all year or a huge mistake. For those that are wondering why I really don't buy 68 Camaros, it's because out of the first 3 years of the first generation, 68 Camaros are pretty much impossible to decode. There's no X codes like on a 69 or even on a 67 in the fourth section on the cow tag, it'll tell you what engine came in the car. So finding out whether they're a real super sport, whether they're a real big block is pretty much impossible if you haven't looked at a whole bunch of these cars or if you just don't know. The car that we're going to go take a look at is supposedly an original 396 car. It was listed on Marketplace. I messaged the guy immediately. This car being a big block car, supposedly, I seen a few things in the pictures that he had on the listing. We're gonna go over, we're gonna take a look at it, and we're gonna see exactly what we can find. Rick, it's good to see you, man. Thank you for calling me back.
Hey, you're welcome. I was surprised how fast you did call me. I mean, you were the first one that responded that wanted to look at the car and possibly buy it, and I gave you the first shot at it. So.
And I respect that. I mean, I deal with a lot of people on Marketplace, and not very often do I get a guy that says, hey, you're the first one. And you've had more offers higher than what we've talked about price on this car. Is that right?
Actually, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I'm new to Facebook, and I just put it on, just joined and put it on that day, and after I talked to you, I got looking. Heck, there were 12 other people that were interested in buying the car. But I don't regret selling it to you.
I thought you were a scam, to be honest with you.
Yeah, somebody did say that on the,
well, you'd said new Facebook account. You only had one photo on there. I was a little worried. I was a little worried. And I did show up here because I was here, 2 days ago? And it was, 10 o'clock at night or something? And that's when I came to look at the car. And I just appreciate you letting me stop by. But what I want to do is show these guys the car. So do you mind opening the garage door? We'll step back here. And there she is. Rick, you were telling me that you've had this car for 40 years now?
50 years.
50 years, okay. Yeah. I haven't done the math, but I know it's a long, you've had it since 1976, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that would be 50 years, exactly. The first thing I see that people are probably gonna notice here is it says SS350 back here, and you had told me you actually added that, right?
Yeah, when I bought the car, it had an aftermarket one on. It was just a plain gas cap. And at a salvage yard, I found this one, and I thought, well, at least that says SS.
Did it come from here, or?
Williamsburg, which is close to here. All my friends had Camaros, and I wanted one. And I found one at a dealership there, at this dealer, and he had a 6-cylinder with a 3-speed on the column. And I said, I want a Camaro, but I don't want that, So he said, I just got a big block 396 SS 4-speed, and he said, we're painting it right now. But he said, if you're interested, he said, it's available.
So when you got this car, because I saw in the advertisement, it does not have a big block 396 in it right now, right?
No, it doesn't.
And do you mind telling us kind of what happened?
Yeah, there was a 396 in there, and I went to the shore, and I was coming back from the seashore there, and the car started running rough, and until I got home, I noticed it really only seemed to be running on about 4 cylinders. Okay. So I had a friend of mine that was a mechanic, and he said, it's probably your cam. He said it seems like the lobes have probably wore off the cam. I bought a crane cam, a performance cam, all new lifters, push rods, rocker arms, and had him put it in for me. And he called me and said it was done. I went and picked it up, and I drove the car 1 block, and I heard this bang and rattling, and I shut the car off quick, and here. He didn't tell me, but he dropped the lifter in the oil pan when he was changing everything. And the lifter stood up on end and busted a rod off and went through the side of the block.
So you only got to drive one block. Damn.
Yeah.
Dang. And how many?
Till I went back to tell him about it, he was already gone and spending my money.
Where did this engine come from? This is a 327 in here, right?
Yeah, it's a 327. I was still in school at the time, in college down at Penn State, and this was my only vehicle. And I had hoped to find another, 396, but at the time this is all I could find. And this came out of a Caprice. But the 396, I had thought, maybe at some point I can put one back in it. So I had the motor pulled out of it, and I had it sitting on the ground beside the car, because I wanted to get all that new stuff off of it, all the cam, the push rods, the lifters, the rocker arms, the carburetor, and a lot of the other parts. And I had it sitting beside the car. On a Sunday, I went to church Sunday morning, came back from church, and the motor was gone.
Gone.
Yeah, somebody stole it. So it had to be somebody that was watching me and knew what was there.
I got a chance to kind of check it out a little bit the other night, but what I want to do with the guys here at home is I want to kind of go over and see exactly what makes this a big block 396 car or not. I know it is a super sport car. Obviously, we can see it has the holes right here for the super sport logo below the Camaro.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you what happened with that if you're
Yeah,
interested.
go ahead. Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
It had the SS on there. At one time there, when I lived in the city, cars on both sides of the street, and it had snowed, and the neighbor across the street, she started up the hill, and it was slippery, and she started sliding backwards. And she's sliding back down the hill, and she's going to hit something. It was either hit the new car on the other side of the street or hit mine. So she picked mine. Now, I was lucky. All she did was knock that SS off of there, and didn't really hurt it any more than that. But,
I think it still has it on the other side, doesn't it?
yeah, it does.
Yeah, you can see it right there. It says SS on there. Now, where did the side pipes come from?
Well, whenever I put this motor in, I was having trouble getting everything
lined up
with the exhaust and everything else.
Is that because it was a big block car originally?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, my dad was a welder. He had to do some fabrication work for me to try and make it work with the motor mounts.
I was going to say, yeah, do you change the motor mounts? Or
and the clutch linkage. And,
Yep.
So, but I couldn't get the exhaust to work up on the thing. So I bought chrome headers and side pipes, and I rented a garage and that had a lift, and the motor was already in the car, and it had a lift. So the easiest way to do it without pulling the motor again was to have the car high enough that I could put them in from underneath.
Okay.
So there were one piece up to here, and then there was a side pipe that came back here and exited right in front of the wheel.
What year do you think we lost this piece of the side pipe at?
Oh, that was like in
In 82?
Yeah, 82.
Oh, dang, okay.
After that, yeah.
Say rusted out pretty quick then. And did this car sit outside for a long time, or has it been inside?
Sat outside for a couple of years, but it's been in the garage here for 37 years.
37 years.
Yeah.
What I want to do is kind of go over the engine compartment, and we'll get a shot of the cow tag here. So this is a Los Angeles built Camaro. You can see the LOS right there in the middle of the cow. And then we have VV, and that would stand for Sequoia Green. And then we also have 749, which would be black houndstooth interior, and O2A. So this car was built in the first week of February. You said they were painting the car whenever you went to buy it?
Yeah.
Did you ever see it in the original color?
No, I didn't.
I want to try and see if we can find anything.
I think there was some up here,
Yeah, this might be it right here. Kind of this, it's like almost like a grayish green. I actually was not really familiar with that color on a Camaro until I saw this car and we talked the other night. Definitely a really cool color. Not a color that you see on 68s very often. Unlike a 69 Camaro Z28, which I know a lot of you watch this channel, you're familiar with, this car in 68, disc brakes were optional, on the Super Sport. So you got the power booster here for the Super Sport, but if we go down here to the wheels, we can see that it does have drum brakes underneath here instead of discs, and that would be correct for a Super Sport in 68 with optional disc brakes. But if this was a Z28 in 68, those would be discs. If we come over this way, the one thing that caught my eye and what really got me to call you on this car, Rick, was this box right here. This is the heater box, and it doesn't look like it's ever really been removed from the car. And do you see how these hoses exit out right here? Yeah. That would be the way that a big block heater box is set up. If it was a small block, they would come out here from the side. And not saying that you're a liar or anything like that, but a lot of people on Marketplace are. And they would try and sell a Super Sport 68 Camaro and say it was a big block, even though it's not, because they're very difficult to tell. But I could tell that this car really hasn't been apart other than maybe the engine being replaced.
Well, I mean, since I bought the car used, you know, and don't really know a history of it before that, you know, I mean, I just had to trust that what they told me was, you know, was.
Sure. Do you have any other paperwork or anything, or was it just the title? Or
I had the title and I have the original slip whenever I bought the car.
Okay. Well, what I can tell you also, other than the big block heater box we have here, the fact that you had issues with the small block, because a big block is actually offset to the passenger side, almost about an inch. And so that kind of changes everything, the way that the whole drive line's set up. But if this was a small block car, it would probably have a fan shroud that comes out to here. This is a big block fan shroud. I'm not exactly sure if this is the original radiator or not. Someone might have to let me know about that. But have you ever changed the cross member underneath the transmission for this car?
No.
And this car would have a prop valve here, or a metering valve. You can kind of see it right there underneath the car. So that would be a great sign that this is a Super Sport. And what I'm going to do is slide this phone underneath here to check and see. That is a big block cross member. So if it was small block, it would have a little, almost like an oval hole to it. And that is definitely big enough. The screw holes in that cross member are offset to the passenger side, and that's why the hole looks like that. Rick, that is a great sign for this being a 396 car. And you had also said in the advertisement that it has a 12-bolt rear end.
Yeah, a 12-bolt rear end and multi-leaf rear springs, which a lot of my friends that had these just had single-leaf rear springs.
Yep, so there's the 12-bolt. We can see it's got the 2 holes at the bottom. And then it has actually 4 leaf springs. So on a Z28, it would also have 4. But they are known in 68 to have 4 leaf springs underneath a Super Sport car. It could have 5, but they have seen 4. So I'm not sure if those leaf springs are original to the car, but they do look like they are original to me. But you might have put, what, these
I
clamps on right here?
Yeah, to try and raise it up a little bit.
Okay.
You know, because of the size of the tires.
And these, I love these wheels. I mean, these are absolutely great slotted mag wheels, and I've already tried to see if I could find tires, because the front tires on these are pretty far gone.
Oh yeah.
But if you guys have a set of tires like this, I'd love to have them for this car, because I want to drive it just like this, Rick. I think the car has a really good look. Do you mind if we look in the interior at all?
No, good. It's pretty rough inside, I can tell you.
Yeah, well, the carpet doesn't look terrible, and you can see that houndstooth bucket seat. And are these white, or is that just mold on there?
That's mold on there.
Okay,
they're
so
black.
Yeah, they are the original black bucket seats, houndstooth for this. And the panels in the door right here they look pretty good.
Yeah, these are deluxe door panels. A lot of them just had a straight panel on.
Now, when you were buying this in 1976, did that influence your decision, the interior at all? Because I think that is a killer.
Not really. No, I mean,
you just wanted a Camaro.
Yeah, there weren't that many around to pick from, and I've been looking for the longest time.
Now, does this car have a tack in it at all?
one that I put in.
One that you put in. Okay, so it's not an original tack car. And did it have the console in it when
No,
you
it
got
didn't. I found that from a car in a salvage yard also.
Okay,
And
so
I was hoping at some point to find the gauges that go with that, you know, like the original gauges, but I never came across a set.
so far it was a Sequoia green, black houndstooth, no gauge, no console, big block car.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. And I'll take you in here with me. And I just wanted to see if there was anything maybe in the glove box. Hold this. Oh. There's a tire pressure sticker right here. And it is the AH right there up top in the Chevrolet bow tie. And then it also says F7014, which would be correct for a super sport car. I think you could get those wheels optional across all 68 Camaros, but those would have been standard on this car. And so I'm just confirming that the car is what I think it is. And I also see here that you got your hood pins. Does this car have hood pins?
No, it didn't. I put them on at some point, but then whenever my motor got stolen,
Okay.
and I figured I was going to put something a little more substantial on the hood to protect that from somebody getting in it.
Okay, so these are not hood pins then, huh?
No. Yeah, so I put these things on
okay.
and I could lock the hood down.
Okay, yeah.
There's a round key.
Do you have this key?
Yeah, it's on.
I've actually never seen these before. This is kind of neat. So I'm assuming that this piece, okay, this piece right here. So this goes in here.
Might be rusted.
Well, we'll figure it out. But what I'm saying is this piece right here
hooks in there and
goes down in here, and then it turns.
It locks it, and then the hood. You can't open the hood without that round key.
So theft was a pretty big thing back then, huh?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I lived in the city, and
actually, we'll put these in the glove box. Do you mind?
No.
That way I don't lose them, because otherwise they'll get lost. What city did you live in?
Altoona.
Oh, okay, so it's the same one. We'll put those right in there.
Yeah, there was actually another time when I was working on a car. I just took it around the block, and somebody stole my toolbox.
Really?
Well, yeah, that I had sitting beside the car.
Is this why you're moving to Florida? Because you told me you were moving to Florida.
Nah, it's nice out here where I'm at now. I mean, nobody, all the neighbors are friendly, and you can leave your doors open and nobody bothers the place.
Well, what I wanted to do is show them exactly what the inside of this car is looking like while we're in here. And the headliner, it doesn't seem horrible. It doesn't have any mouse holes or anything. You really don't have a mice problem in this house, do you?
Yeah, there was. I would put poison underneath the car there.
And if you guys don't know, a 67 does not have Camaro on the glove box. The 68 does, just like this car. Just a little information. We have the door panels, and the carpet doesn't look terrible. Is it all ripped up underneath here? Nope.
No.
Not at all?
No, I always had the floor mats in it.
And then
But now the seat is ripped.
Did you do that? Do you remember how that happened?
Yeah, I can tell you what happened there. I mean, the day that I brought the car home, I used to have long hair, and I had a comb in my pocket, and I pulled up to the house to get out of the car to show my wife, and I ripped the seat with the comb.
No.
And I was mad. She was mad. If it wouldn't have been for that comb, the seat might still be good.
Does the other one have holes in it?
No.
Oh, that one might clean up then, for sure. And I'm just seeing what other parts you have back here. Yeah, you got the windshield wipers, and I think that carpet might clean up. Did you drive this car much? You just took it to college? That was it?
Yeah, I drove it a good bit whenever back and forth to State College was like 40 miles each way.
It says 19,000 miles on it, so I'm assuming that's probably 119,000, and we can show them the pedals. That's how, that's 119,000 on those pedals, in case you're wondering. So this car did pretty much live a life. Do you mind if we take a look in the trunk?
No.
Oh, spoiler's not attached. You just had this laying on there?
Yeah, I had that off.
Oh, it looks cool. And there's the trunk. I mean, it really, to be honest with you here, I was expecting to kind of see through the floor of the trunk here, and I'm not really seeing everything. And they really did paint this car black, didn't they? Because there's no, it doesn't look like any green in here whatsoever.
I mean, there's the trunk liner.
Okay. And you got your fan here, you got your clutched fan. Is this the original fan off the 396?
I don't remember that.
I don't really find cars very often, Rick, and that have this nice of a trunk. And I'm just glad to be getting the car off of you. So now that I've kind of seen everything on here, I mean, I know that you knew I was going to take it, but I am going to take the car. And do you think you could help me kind of, will it come right out of the garage door here?
When Roloff brought it in here, I wanted a little bit more room for parking a car beside it. So we did, they did have, I don't know, skates or something that they put under the wheel, and we slid it over just a little bit to give me a little more room. Couldn't move it too much because of the
door
post
thing
in the middle of the garage.
I did bring skates and I did bring a floor jack because you told me you didn't have one. And I think, I do kind of want to tell what rear ends under the car, but do you see this stickiness right here? That kind of is telling me that it probably was a posi rear end. Do you remember if it was or not?
Everybody told me that it was.
It was? Yeah, I mean, look at how nice the lips are around. I mean, you did a really good job, in my opinion, kind of taking care of this car. And what I am noticing over here is we don't have the metal for the quarter window. Do you have?
I have it.
You have those pieces?
Yeah, I started at one point there years ago. I started taking some stuff off, and I was going to work on it, you know. And you could see, I mean, you know, I got the stripes off of it.
On the front.
And you know,
did it have stripes on it when you bought it?
It didn't. It wasn't an original stripe. I think it had one stripe on the front and 3 on the back.
Oh yeah, you can kind of see it here in. Yeah, so you've kind of changed the car around a little bit then, huh? I'll put that in. That won't make it on home. We'll put this inside the car.
Just like the black paint that's on here, the white paint was peeling off.
Peeling off.
I mean,
Okay.
From what some of the, I know some people that live down in Williamsburg, and from what they were telling me, they pulled this car in here and pulled the car in the garage and painted it like in one day.
In one day. I think they did a good job. I mean, I can't see any green on this thing whatsoever. Honestly, Rick, I like it just the way that it is. I don't think that I want to paint this car. I kind of just want to drive it and do a bunch of burnouts in it just the way that it is. Like I said, I just appreciate you selling me the car, you know, and I've dealt with a lot of people buying cars in my life, man, and I know that I probably messaged you, at like 9 o'clock in the morning or something like that. And you called me back at like 6 at night and said, hey, you were like the first one. And that tells me that you're just like a really stand-up guy, and I appreciate that because I know that you've had offers on this car more than what I paid you for it.
Yeah, actually, I was at a gun show over the weekend.
Oh, well, it worked. So it worked out
so I
then.
couldn't call you back until it was so noisy there. You know, there was no way I could have called you back.
Well, guys, let us take care of that, and then we watch us load this car up.
I don't believe in no devil, 'cause I done raised this hell. I've been the last one standing when all the giants fell. I won't shiver, I won't shake. I'm made of stone, I don't break. Start me up, open my eyes, turn me loose and you'll see why. I was born ready. I was born ready. Staring at the pressure now, I won't quit, not backing down. I was born ready. I was born ready.
These are our new shirts, our Backyard Barn Finds basically our classic tee. They do say Barn Find Club members only on the back. If you guys want to join one of our memberships, you're more than welcome to, or you could just purchase one of these t-shirts outright, you know, from the website that's linked down below, backyardbarnfinds.com. Of course, it says Barn Find Club members only. And then I also, because you guys have been asking, I've gone ahead and I've restocked on our gold Camaro t-shirts that are probably our best seller that everyone wants and that haven't been on there for a while. And so I figured it's a 69, but I figured if you wanted one of those too, you could have them. I mean, I like the fabric on them. I think they're the most comfortable shirts.
They seem soft.
They're very soft
and stretchy.
This is a good shirt, but this is just too thick for me, in my opinion. And I feel like you'll like these a lot. Yeah, if you guys want to buy one of those t-shirts, the links will be in the description. I also have we have a white version of this shirt. If you guys are interested in a white one, it has the logo here in color, and then it just says the same thing on the back, and you can see that on the website too. And it does just help support me travel to make this happen, and it also pays for the camera guy behind the camera as well. So if you guys found value in this video, you're more than welcome to give us a thumbs up on the channel, as well as subscribe to the channel. If you guys are on your mobile devices, you can swipe over on the comment section and basically hype this video as well if you want to help send it out there to more people. Again, my name is Parker with Backyard Barn Finds, and you guys have a great day.
I am the unknown fire.